Late one night, Sarah found herself driving down a lonely, winding road deep in the countryside. The road was called Willow's End, a name whispered with fear in the nearby town. Locals said it was haunted, but Sarah didn't believe in such things. As she drove, an eerie feeling settled over her, but she shook it off, thinking it was just her imagination. Suddenly, she spotted a strange flicker of light in the distance, drawing her attention like a moth to a flame. The full moon barely lit the way as she drove, the trees on either side bending in the wind, their branches reaching out like gnarled hands. The road seemed endless, twisting and turning, with no sign of civilization in sight. Suddenly, her radio crackled, then went silent. A chill ran down her spine, and the air in the car grew cold. Panic set in as she stared at the radio, confusion merging with fear. The unsettling quiet around her made every sound feel amplified. Her heart raced as she caught sight of something in the distance, a shadow that didn't belong. Up ahead, Sarah saw a figure standing in the middle of the road, a woman dressed in white, her hair flowing as if caught in an invisible breeze. Sarah slammed on the brakes, her heart racing. The woman didn't move, just stood there, staring with hollow eyes. Panic surged through her as she wondered if this was real or just a figment of her imagination. Her instincts screamed at her to drive away, but curiosity held her in place. What was this woman doing out here, alone in the darkness? Terrified, Sarah rolled down her window to call out, but before she could speak, the woman vanished into thin air. Shaken, Sarah sped up, desperate to get off Willow's End, but the road twisted on, seemingly without end, the same figure appearing again and again at every turn. Panic set in as she realized the figure was haunting her every move, lurking just out of sight. With each turn, her heart raced faster, and the unsettling feeling grew stronger. Sarah couldn't shake the sense that she was being watched, trapped in a nightmarish loop. No matter how fast she drove, the road wouldn't let her go. Sarah realized she was trapped in a loop, forced to face the haunting presence until dawn. With no other choice, she gripped the steering wheel tightly, praying for morning to break. As she checked her phone for help, the screen showed no service, amplifying her fear. The darkness outside felt alive, closing in around her, and every shadow seemed to whisper her name.